And finally, on this time part, we will talk about time planning as such. It's important that you are having a systematic time planning of what you are going to do. Perhaps you can have a specific day during the week where you're doing your planning. Maybe Monday because it's the first day of the week, maybe Friday because it's easier to plan for the next week, or maybe Tuesday because by Monday many new things come in and then it's more easy to do. It depends. But you should have regular things. Now, let me talk about the 24-hour factor, which is important. What is that? The thing is that there's only 24 hours in a day. Day and night. It's 24 hours, and every person only have that. And typically 8 hours you need to sleep and 8 hours you need to rest, so you have 8 hours maybe to work. So from that point of view, how can you maximize and utilize to be effective enough with 24 hours? You have to calculate that on that. You don't have 100 hours. So what consequence does it have? Well, there are two possibilities. One thing is that maybe you need to employ people or bring in partners or something so that you can do things in the time scale you're working. Another is to let it take longer time. Maybe someone else has done something in 3 months and because you are doing it alone and they were 3 persons, you need 9 months for doing the same thing because you're doing it alone. So you have to understand how these things comes in your case and plan accordingly. Now, you can also see that you can have a daily morning planning if you want. It's a good idea in the morning, but plan with yourself at least. Let's see, what do I need to do today? What is in my lists? What is there? You should have lists. Maybe you can save the emails that you need to answer in a special folder in the software for the email, and there you deal with them one by one. Or maybe you have some to-do lists, or you have a CRM, the Customer Relationship Management System, but you also can put in some other issues there. CRM is an important thing if you are having many customers, especially, and if there are many processes going on parallel. So this is the things you need to understand. How can you have your daily planning so you do what you need to do that day? Then the weekly planning, once a week. But there I want to emphasize that you have to find out, should you plan the week when you have the planning, or should you plan the next week? If you are having plannings on Monday, should you have planned that already the Monday before? Because it takes some time to prepare, understand what you need to do. Maybe you have to send out some email to get some answer, or you needed to call someone or something as a base of what you're going to do that week. Or can you have it on Monday for the week itself? This is something there. Then your monthly planning, but normally you should be 1 or 2 weeks before that month starts. So if you are planning for the month of May, maybe you should be mid-April or end of April when you have the monthly planning for that. And then we have the yearly planning, and that should be normally at least 1 month before the year starts, so you can go. And somewhere you also need to evaluate what you have done last week, last month, last year, and then have that as a part of your planning. And your yearly planning can be based on calendar year or a financial year or some activity year which is suitable to you. Sometimes you have a business it's a season, let's say it's over winter. You have a winter activity primarily, you're running some business that is winter products, winter tools, whatever it is. Then maybe you should let your year start in September if you're on the northern half of the Earth planet. Then in September you start your season and you let it end in August, something perhaps, or whatever is suitable for in your case. So like that you have to do the planning. And you also need the long-term planning. Plan things that's beyond 1 year as well, if it's actually. The restaurants maybe have plans so they can start a second restaurant after 2 years, so they need to have that in the planning also, how to do that. They think they should expand. The woman's online shop has a lot of things that they can do after 1 or 2 years, introduce, so they will also plan longer. And the software company will develop some other software, and so on and so forth. There can also be, you are having your products in your garage, you are importing some stuff or having the manufacturer doing, you put your storage in the garage, and you can't put the car there, but you know that's for time being. But you can see in a long time you're going to need external storage. You can't have it in the garage because you need to have more space than what's there, and better organized perhaps. Or you can see that you need to employ people, and then it's good to plan that good in advance, and you can see, because you have to see that you have economy for the new storage, or economy for the new employed persons, and you have to plan that well in advance. And these are things that are very good to put into long-term planning. So do this work with you and make a good time planning for your project. On our webpage, you are finding the questions that are related to this film. So go to our webpage to see the questions you should answer.